On American Sports 365. Here with me once again is my colleague Alex. So, got some more Arsenal transfer news to discuss, so for ado, let's get right into it. So, just another update about the Thomas Partey situation. We covered before that he seemed likely to stay, and now it seems pretty much certain that he will. Partey Arsenal saying that Thomas Partey is going to stay at the club unless there's a huge bid. Arteta is reportedly happy with him, and obviously he did accompany Arsenal for the most recent preseason games. So all indications are that he's going to stay, and now it seems a lot more certain that that will be the case. So, what are your thoughts on this added confirmation that Partey is very unlikely to leave?
Yeah, I'm really happy to hear that. He's an important part of the team, and I think he'll play a big role in the coming season.
Yeah, I agree. I think there were some fans who were saying that signing Rice meant that Arsenal were going to get rid of Thomas Partey. I never really thought that was the case, to be honest, because, like I said, if we're viewing Rice from the perspective of him replacing an Arsenal player, then it would be him replacing Xhaka, not Thomas Partey. And I think that's the role that he'll be playing. I think Rice and Partey can certainly play together in midfield. I think they probably will. In the actual competitive games, in games that matter. So, yeah, I think he'll definitely be big for the team next season, and I'm happy to see him stay. So I think that's definitely good news. So, one other piece of news is that Arsenal is considering making a move for Brentford goalkeeper Raya. It's a little surprising to me because obviously Ramsdale is pretty secure as Arsenal's number one, and Matt Turner did a good job last season as Arsenal's backup goalkeeper. And I certainly don't think that Raya would want to join Arsenal as a third-string goalkeeper. But yeah, that's new. So it's certainly interesting and a bit surprising, to be honest. So what are your thoughts on Arsenal considering a move for David Raya?
Yeah, I don't really expect that to happen. He is a starting caliber goalkeeper, arguably even a starting caliber goalkeeper for a Big Six club. And Ramsdale is absolutely nailed on as number one. And as you mentioned, we already have a solid number two as well. So I don't think anything will come of that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think that it will either, to be honest. I mean, I don't think Arsenal really need another goalkeeper. Got number one spot and number two spot pretty much locked down. And as far as that, third spot, Arsenal have a number of young goalkeepers that could be in there, like Karl Hein, for example. So, yeah, I think that this is pretty much just a rumor. Apparently, Brentford want about $40 million for him, which I think is a fair price. But yeah, I don't really see Raya join Arsenal. And in the current situation, I think he's definitely more than good enough to at least start for a Premier League club, which obviously he has been starting for Brentford. It's possible he could even be a starter at a bigger club than Brentford, in a Big Six club. I think he's quite good. So yeah, I think this is pretty much just a rumor. I don't expect anything to actually materialize. So Arsenal have already made a number of midfield additions, and it seems like they might make another one. I was probably interested in 23-year-old Grêmio central midfielder Bitello. And Bitello is an interesting player and certainly a talented one, and he is a versatile one as well, because he usually plays in central midfield, but he also has some experience playing as a right winger too. So it's definitely an interesting link. What are your thoughts on Arsenal's link with Bitello?
Yeah, I mean, he's an intriguing player. He's not one I know too much about, but the fact that he can play on the wing or in midfield means he could cover a number of positions. And of course, he's only 23, so he still has a ton of potential. So, and the fee that I've seen is £6-7 million, not very much for a club of Arsenal's size. So I'd be happy if we signed him up.
Yeah, I think he's definitely an interesting young player. You know, obviously that versatility is something that Arsenal have been really looking for, and pretty much everyone they want to sign. So that's definitely a bonus for sure. He's definitely a talented young player. Obviously, it's not one that's super familiar with me, but Arsenal have made a number of good signings when it comes to Brazilian players in recent years. Obviously going back to Martinelli, but also more recent ones. Like Gabriel Magalhaes and Marquinhos even has looked better in pre-season as well. So Arsenal certainly know how to sign good Brazilian players, that's for sure. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. According to Italian outlet Ricardo Webb, Arsenal are going to complete the signing of Bitello this week for about £6.8 million. Again, that's hasn't been confirmed, but that is what they're reporting. So we'll see what happens, and probably have some developments one way or another this upcoming week. So there you have it. That's all for now. Thomas Partey seems almost certain to stay at the club. Arsenal is considering a move for David Raya, though I don't really expect that to actually happen. And Arsenal is also interested in Grêmio midfielder Bitello. I think he would definitely be an interesting sign, and for a relatively small fee as well. So definitely interesting news, and hopefully Arsenal can get another signing over the line soon.
Yep.